Well, I am in college, and this is my dorm, and this is not even my side. So I felt like, first of all, let's discuss the fact that I'm wearing a hat in my room. It makes no sense whatsoever. But because my hair is not like decent enough to be out and about. So yeah, there's no particular reason why I'm wearing a hat in my dorm, but because I'm in my own dorm and I can do whatever I want, so whatever. First, this is not my side of the dorm. Honestly, I don't know where to look in this camera, but we are not on my side of the dorm. We are in my roomie's side of the dorm, so I hope she's okay with that. I should speak to her about it, but like this is my desk area, but then behind me is not me, but this is my dorm, and I had just moved in. I decided to move and go. I mean, if you've seen, okay, if you've seen my last video, it was basically a vlog with my friend, where we, you know, came up with the coined phrase of chastity, and we were in Florida at that time, so we were just checking out this school, and I was still like undecisive and not sure if I was gonna go to this school, but obviously I decided on going to the school. So now I'm an actual student to the school, and I'm just documenting the change from New Yorker down to like the South Floridian. It's like crazy down here. Like the weather's like bipolar. It can be rainy. I like the front part of my building, and then the back of part of my building could be completely dry. So like the weather here is just out of control. Like people say it's out of control, but like they're not exaggerating. It is out of control. It's officially been week 1 of my first year. I'm a transfer student, so it's kind of really weird because like I came in with freshmen. They're the class of 2019. I graduated high school 2013, so I'm class of 2017 ideally. Literally, like, phase 1 of adulthood is just realizing that things never go according to plan. So ideally, like, the capitalistic structure is basically, you know, high school to your 12th grade, and then 4 years of college so you can get your bachelor's degree, then like 2 years for like master's, and then like so on for the PhD, and like whatever. But like once you hit adulthood, that's where you really realize like some people colleges are for them, and some people they go on breaks, they go on gap years like they do in Europe. Like it's really not gap years here in the US is not really a thing, but people go on gap years and they end up like doing something else, and they don't start going to school until like they're 20 or something. So that's like everybody has their different story, and I feel like people are so eager to go away to college because it's like, especially if you live in the suburbs, college is like their first taste of freedom. It really is. I, as like someone who's coming from New York, I can really definitely tell you the difference between commuting to college, because I did that for 2 years, and residing and being an actual resident in college, which is 2 different complete things. In New York, I feel like that stereotypical college thing, that archetype for a college student doesn't really apply to us, because literally it's just a different environment. So it's like we were free to begin with. Like if you're from the suburbs, everything is so spaced out. You need a car to go anywhere and everywhere. And in New York, we don't have that. So everything, we're basically are free by the time we get to high school. So in the suburbs, it's boring over there. It's boring over here. Like there's nothing to do. That's why people kind of sort of resort, like they kind of lean their way to drugs and parties, because there's nothing else they can do. I learned this, okay, in my political science class. Such a problematic class. I love it though. And it's Labor Day weekend. But it's my official first week done with classes. I feel like the classes here in my school are pretty easy. I am taking like 200 level classes, so officially I should be a sophomore. Ideally, I do want to be done and out of the school in 2 years, like 2.5 years, like realistically 2.5 years. I spoke to my academic advisor, and he's just like, realistically, you might be out of here by 2018. So hopefully that's the plan. I am majoring in communications and emerging media. I don't literally, I've been reciting this whole same thing. I'm Laura from New York. I'm a transfer and I'm a communications major. Is literally like, you know, the icebreaker situation. What I want to do in that field, I don't know. The reason why I picked communications though is a very broad field. But I know I began this channel when I first started community college. I've been eager to leave New York, but I'm just so used to being like somewhere and always doing something and like being accustomed to like being everywhere and anywhere. Like my house in New York, my apartment basically, was literally a hotel. That's what my mom would call it, because I would literally be in there just to sleep, like literally just to sleep, and like I barely even ate in my house. So here I'm having problems going to class and coming back to my dorm and doing nothing or homework. And this Tuesday this week, we're having an involvement fair, so I'm freaking excited. Like, you guys don't understand how excited I am, because I've never been so eager to be involved, but it's like, yeah, I need something to do, because yeah, Florida. So I also don't have a car, so that's that. The tip of the week, if it's your first week of college or your first time going to high school, or any type of school or any type of situation, is to get yourself out there.
Because there are several situations this week where I was faced where I could have said no, and I could have been stuck in my dorm room doing nothing and watching Netflix, but no, I ended up like having dinner in the middle of the night with like new friends, and I ended up like having a movie night at another person's dorm, and I ended up like going shopping to another mall. And honestly, it's Labor Day weekend, like I mentioned, so both of my roomies are not here. This is my first holiday and I'm just here like alone. But if you would have asked me the beginning of this weekend or like middle of this weekend, I would have been like, yeah, I'm gonna be like alone. But I ended up doing like so many things this weekend.
I think everybody says that when you first begin like school, like literally when, you know, you have welcome weekend and all that snazzy stuff. But I think the tip would be is like, you really underestimate the whole getting yourself out there, because things can change. So yes, I'll see you guys next week, and we'll see. Peace. Peace. I have no life. Okay.
Thank you for tuning into my channel. I'm sorry.